welcome to Disney Lost Boys and Girls, where loving Disney never ever grows old. I'm once again your host, aka Magic Man, and this is like breaking news, you guys. This is like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. So, this is addressing the brand new changes and updates that are going into the classic opening day Disneyland attraction Jungle Cruise, which is fantastic because one of my favorite rides in the park, and I've been really curious to see how this new update is gonna be going on. Hey Lori, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to like and also subscribe. If this is the kind of content that you're looking for, we normally vlog at the parks. We do Disneyland vlogs, like we do ride reviews. We also like do like our take on like certain challenges. So it's overall a lot of fun. We also celebrate Disney magic, friendship, inclusivity, and pretty much being the young at heart. That's what we're all in for. So, whoops, there you go. There goes the camera. There we go. Oh my gosh, seriously, right first filming it on a tripod, but it's all good. Oh my gosh, but Lori says. Jungle Cruise be a great movie. Yeah, hopefully the Jungle Cruise is a great movie. It was supposed to come out last year, but it got postponed to this year. So, like, I'm hoping that the movie turns out really good. Because from the look of the trailer, it looks great. So, all right. So, Disney Parks vlogs, like they pretty much announced brand new information right now for the upcoming changes to the world famous Jungle Cruise attraction. And I'm going to read you guys the article right now. Probably going to read it a few times for all the people who come in later, so you guys will be able to get the news. So, anyways, here we go. I'm going to read the article, so bear with me. I'll do my best to try to figure out what is going on with these new changes. So the article reads, Jungle Cruise adds new characters, mischievous wildlife, and skipper humor to classic attraction. As we shared earlier this year, we are building on the original story of the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland Park and Magic Kingdom Park. We're adding more humor, wildlife, and skipper heart to the classic attraction. And as part of a much larger effort, this updated experience will welcome new characters from around the world. So that's going to be really cool. So they're bringing that. This is part of their change. Adding more inclusivity, like adding more inclusion into their theme park attractions, make it more like inclusive to everybody. So this is gonna be great. All right, moving on. The enhancements included several new scenes guests will experience along the river, all interconnected. Our world famous skipper will continue to share the unique adventure and interactions guests expect on the Jungle Cruise. The new scenes will heighten our skipper's legendary comedic tone, beginning with a trapped safari party that finds itself up a tree after their journey goes awry. Unexpected scenarios along the way will give the jungle and animals the last laugh. Nice, so that's good. Like they talked about that when they first announced like these changes that overall the jungle and animals will have the last laugh at the end. So that's gonna be interesting to see what that means once we go on the attraction. The new scenes will let's see, I already read that. For those looking to dive deeper, we're also expanding the attraction's backstory, centered around Alberta Falls, the granddaughter of the world-renowned Dr. Albert Falls, as the proprietor of the Jungle Navigation Company. Ooh! All right, so we're going to be getting a brand new character added into the attraction's backstory, which is the granddaughter of Dr. Albert Falls, Alberta Falls. So that's gonna be great. We got a brand new female character. Which the question is, do you think with this new character we'll be able to get possibly a new a walk around character added to the park eventually? Because the last time they did that with with Pirates of the Caribbean for Red, so it may be a possibility that we could. Right, there we go. Yeah, exactly what I said, Laura. Yeah, like Red. So maybe we could get a new walk around character in the future of uh, of Dr. Alberta Falls. That'll be interesting. Okay, moving on. So, confirmation, brand new character, add to the attraction's backstory. Jungle Cruise fans might be familiar with her name. However, wouldn't you know it, we recently uncovered a copy of an interview with Alberta Falls that was featured in a 1938 issue of the Daily News. Daily News, which is jungle pun because a new is an animal, so G-U-N, oh no, G-N-U, and then S News. See, there you go. Jungle Cruise always continuing with the puns. The Daily News about her and the world famous Jungle Cruise. We hope you will enjoy getting to know her. So I'm gonna do my best to read the interview that they have. So that's here we go. The Daily News, a conversation with Alberta Falls. Can you tell us a little about you? She said. I'm going to zoom in to make sure I can read. There we go. I can make sure I can read this right. There we go. Let's see. Lori says, Jungle Cruise jokes be better this time. They've always been great. The cheesy, yes, but they've always been great. I can't wait to hear the new jokes, though. All right, so here we go with the interview. Let's see. Can you tell us a little about you? She said, certainly. My name is Alberta Falls, and I'm the owner, manager, bookkeeper, and head mechanic of the Jungle Navigation Company. You may have heard of our world-famous cruises through the jungle. I came to Adventureland when I was 8 years old. You see, my mother, Sen Falls, wait, I want to make sure I pronounce that right. Sned Falls? It's kind of weird, kind of a weird name. Hey Disney guy, what's up? Just in time. I'm reading an interview about a brand new character that's being added into the attraction's backstory named Dr. Alberta Falls, who is the granddaughter of Dr. Albert Falls that's known in the attraction. Alright, so continuing on with the interview. Let's see. Sen Falls is an amazing artist from India, and my father, Albert Falls Jr., is an art historian from England. The two fell in love in what I consider to be the greatest romance story of all time. But that's a tale for another time. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. At a young age, I was often on the road with my parents as they traveled between museums and universities. You know, places like Cairo, New York, London. Well, one summer, they took me to Adventureland for the first time to visit my grandparents on my father's side. I instantly fell in love with the place. I was able to climb, swim, and dig anywhere I wanted, which for some strange reason, museums and universities frowned upon. But my parents have always supported my free spirit. So they gave their blessing for me to spend the rest of my summer with the grandparents and the riverboat skippers. To make a long story short, it was a summer that never ended, and I'm still here today. I've called Adventureland home ever since. So that's good. That's nice. That gives like a really great, very nice backstory on the on this new Dr. Alberta Falls character. So that's fantastic. All right. Next question. What led you to have a passion for these excursions? And she said, as you may know, my grandfather, Dr. Albert Falls, was a member of the famed Society of Explorers and Adventurers, which many of you hardcore Disney fans know is C, and they're going to make a Disney Plus series about this, which just got recently announced. So it's great that they're tying C into this. He and his colleagues were always off on wild expeditions to solve the world's greatest mysteries. My grandmother, Victoria Marie Falls, was an adventuress in her own right, but usually opted to stay behind to look after me and keep the family shipping company on track. Naturally, I learned a lot from her. I also found myself amongst the skippers. These amazing men and women took me under their wing and taught me everything there is to know about driving a boat, spotting animals, and going over waterfalls. When I was old enough, my grandfather started taking me on some of his expeditions. I was able to use everything I have learned from the skippers while on these trips. I inherited the company following my grandfather's mysterious disappearance. While the search for him continues, we always knew we needed to keep the boats moving. The shipping business was down, and we are looking for a new source of revenue. One of my skippers suggested we start offering jungle cruises to tourists visiting Adventureland, and I saw this not only as a great business opportunity, but also as a way to keep my beloved grandfather's legacy alive. The rest is history. Ooh, all right, you guys. So that we're getting see, just by reading this interview, we're definitely getting more backstory on what this attraction is gonna be like. So pretty much, the one that's now running the Jungle Cruise is Dr. Alberta Falls. She's taken over the business. Her, if I remember correctly, let me just want to make sure. Yeah, her grandfather mysteriously disappeared, and which made the decision for her to take over the company and offer jungle cruises while they go search for him. So that's gonna be great. That's where the guests come in. So that's gonna be great. All right, next question. What do you hope guests take away from your trips? She says, I hope every experiences the beauty and grandeur of the jungle. It is what I fell in love with at such a young age, and I'm excited to share it with people from all over the globe. Secondly, I am beyond lucky to have a crew of witty and knowledgeable tour guides that are always eager to share the jungle with everyone they meet. There's no guarantee that you'll spot even a single butterfly, let alone an elephant, on each cruise. But we do guarantee you'll have a unique adventure that can only happen on a cruise down the tropical rivers of the world. Lastly, I hope they take away all of their personal belongings. Our lost and found is getting pretty full. There we go. See, once again, there they go with their humor. Sorry, I'm falling behind in the comments. I said, yes, we do have a TikTok. Yeah, Disney Lost Boys and Girls have a TikTok. Thank you so much for the shout out. So thank you so much. Definitely check it out. We're past the halfway goal of getting 100 followers. So definitely check it out. Thank you. Let's see. Disney guy says, that's right, I already follow Jake. He makes the best TikToks. Aww. I wouldn't say the best, but that means a lot. So thank you. Okay, so anyways, let's move on to the next question. So back to the Jungle Cruise. Do any particular excursions stick out as memorable to you? And she says, there are so many to choose from. From the first trip to Mystic Point with my grandfather, which by the way, that's a reference to another attraction called Mystic Manor. So that got a shout out. That's cool. Or a particular trip to New Zealand in which I picked up a little travel companion, Kamaka the Kakapu, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm guessing it belongs to I want to say the Hong Kong version of Tower of Terror, the one that has its original story, and it's not based off the TV show. I could be wrong, but I think it's that. Let's see. When I was 16, I was able to take a solo cruise up the Ganges River to visit my other grandparents in India. I'll never forget their faces as I docked the Malipo Marie all by myself. But really, I'm always looking forward to the next trip. Actually, this week, I have some esteemed passengers joining me from around the world for a private tour of the river. I'll be hosting a special cruise for a special friend of mine from Mexico, the renowned painter Rosa Soto Dominguez, as well as a noted botanist from Nova Scotia named Leonard Moss. I guess he is just trying to branch out on his studies. Also, I recently met Dr. Don Konosuke, an entomologist from Japan, who camped out alongside the river. Would you believe it? He is a member of the Society of the Explorers and Adventurers, just like my grandfather. It really is a small world after all. Ha ha. Who knows what other visitors from around the world may arrive between then and now. For instance, my cousin, Sabon Puffin Murphy, from Ireland, may show up unannounced to take a bird watching expedition. You may never know what to expect around here. Nice. So I think she pretty much given us the names of all of these like characters that are going to be that we see on the ride, especially with the new Lost Safari on the what's it called? The Lost Safari that got chased up by the tree by the rhino. I think those are the characters that she's talking about because she talked about a painter. She talked about the entomologist. She like there's like literally the people that are stuck in that uh, in the Lost Safari. She's naming all of those people, so that's cool. So we got official names of them, which is fantastic. Let's see. Random World says, I wonder if she will be a character you can meet in Disneyland. We were actually talking about that earlier. We think that hopefully that in the future she could be a new walk around character, just like Red from Pirates of the Caribbean. I think because like Adventureland doesn't really have a lot of characters that you can meet. Like currently, like the only one you can meet in Adventureland is, as far as I know, is Moana. She is the only one. So back then you can meet the Aladdin characters like Aladdin and Jasmine and Genie, but since Aladdin's waist is gone and since the Aladdin characters moved to Fantasyland, like pretty much Moana is the only one that you can meet in Adventureland. So, and on certain rare occasions they would have like Tarzan characters come out like Turk and Jane, but other than that it's mostly Moana. So to have like an original walk around character, hopefully when the pandemic ends, come on by to Adventureland would be fantastic. Let's see. Disney guy says, me too. They have Jungle Cruise closed in Walt Disney World for updates. Yes, which most likely it's going to be for those updates. And I believe from like earlier when they first announced these changes, when they filmed about the new changes coming to Disneyland, Disneyland's Jungle Cruise, it's seen boarded up. So it is possible that when Disneyland opens back up, Jungle Cruise will not be available because they are doing changes to the attraction. So we will see how that goes. But right now we are at the final question of the interview. And he said, how does it feel keeping your grandfather's legacy alive? And she replied, the Jungle Navigation Company is more than just a business. It's my family. I'm honored to lead my crew, skippers, as we embark on new adventures every day, just like my grandfather. But he would never want me to think that I had to fill his big shoes. He'd tell me to get his own shoes and to get my own shoes and go get them dirty out in the jungle. After all, we all have our own amazingly unpredictable adventures to live and stories to tell. And then at the bottom says, stay tuned for more details coming later this year. So that's awesome. So once again, Lloyd says Captain Jack Sparrow is a walk around character too. Yes, that is true, but he's in he belongs in he's a walk around character in New Orleans Square, not Adventureland, because Pirates of the Caribbean is in New Orleans Square, not Adventureland. So, but yeah, that's all the news. I am super excited for this brand new character, Alberta Falls, and we got the name of the Lost Safari. We got the name of the Lost Safari characters that we're gonna see along the ride. Now the question is, like, not only like do we think that if Alberta Falls is possibly be like a new walk around character, but do you think she'll make an actual appearance in the ride? Like, do you think she'll be a brand new animatronic character in the ride? Possibly where Trader Sam could be. I don't know, but it's very interesting. am I am very happy to know all this brand new information about the upcoming new changes to the world famous Jungle Cruise. It has been one of our favorite attractions. In fact, one of our team members actually worked on the ride. So it's always great to get like some. Until Random World says, I hope she makes an appearance. Same here. I hope she makes an appearance. She sounds great. Disney Guy says, I feel like they will put her in the ride. Hopefully, I really hope they put her in the ride. My guess possibly maybe where Trader Sam's gonna be, because like there's many talks going on that they possibly like the headhunter scene in Trader Sam could be removed entirely. So, but I am once again super excited. You can definitely expect a review episode of the Jungle Cruise once it opens back up. So we cannot wait for it. But anyway, that's the news, you guys. If you guys want to get a full look at the brand new character Alberta Falls, you could definitely check it out on the on Disney Parks. Disney Parks blogs. They have the full article and the concept art of her character. She looks fantastic, and it's also the thumbnail of this video. So, but if you guys like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and comment below if you are excited for the brand new changes coming to the Jungle Cruise. But until then, thanks you guys for joining in, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.